Amazing family, this is Hadija with the Parenting Mindset Shift, a place for parents to bring clarity, confidence, peace, and joy to their parenting journey. And today in this video, I want to talk about burnout, how to avoid being burnout as a parent. And before we get started, let's have a quick definition of what burnout is. Burnout is a state of physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged stress, often resulted from excessive workload, continuous demand, or challenging circumstances. And it can lead to sense of detachment, reduced performance, and feeling of being overwhelmed, right? Burnout can affect various aspects of a person's life, and it affects a lot, of course, in the professional, personal, and family's responsibility. So, 7 ways to avoid burnout as a parent. I'm just going to share the things that I know you may have heard, but now the question is not, do I know about it? But the question becomes, what do I do about it? Do I actually act upon it? Do I do the things I'm listening, I'm hearing, and I know? And that's what I want us to do. Not just the knowledge, but the application of what we're learning here. And because it's really those practice, having those practice that help us in that case here avoid burnout, but also bringing joy. It's not about just avoiding what not to do, but it's also bringing the things that fulfill us. And how do we go about it? So it's all about practice. It's all about doing the things that needs to be done, because I feel like those things that I will be sharing are things that we all know, but we don't necessarily do it on a daily basis. We don't necessarily apply them. We don't necessarily take them as seriously. And really the magic is in the consistency of being aware, doing it, and continue doing it. So here we are. Number 1 is self-care. So prioritize self-care by allocating time for the things you love. Again, I know I've been talking about it, but it's very important for you to know what it is that you need to recharge, what it is that you need to express to others what you need, and how to communicate those things. But you need to take time apart for you to take care of yourself. And I know it's the basic advice from the plane. You need to put your mask first before you be able to help others. And that's really what it is about. And to avoid burnout, it's about doing the little things for yourself first. The things that bring you joy to you. And it can be done right before the kids are waking up in the morning, or maybe when they go to sleep in the evening. But you need to find that little thing. And it doesn't need to be a fancy traveling or anything. It can be just having a silent drinking your tea moment. It can be just having a silent of reading your favorite book and being under your blanket and watching a show that you didn't have the time to watch, but you intentionally watching it. You intentionally indulging yourself in that, for instance. And it can be different things. It can be focusing on seeing anyone, but you need to know what it is that actually recharge you. Because if you just do the things that you think society wants you to do, it won't do anything. And then the burnout is still going to appear because you're not taking care of the things you want on a daily basis. And that's why I say it can be as minimal as drinking a simple tea in silence. And drinking a warm tea or coffee. I'm a tea drinker. I don't drink coffee, but it can be drinking the coffee. And I'm hearing a lot of people, in the morning starting the coffee and then it get cold because you're busy doing the things. So having that warm coffee in the morning can be it. And so just try to see when you can actually apply those things. So that's the number 1. Number 2 is set boundaries. Again, I know we know that, but do we actually do it? Do we apply it? Establish clear boundaries between work, parenting, and personal time. Communicate your limit to your family. Ensure that you have dedicated moment for yourself, and practice to say no to you anything that you feel is becoming too much for you, and of course knowing the difference between being a people pleaser or just doing the things you really want, and setting those boundaries. What I've been learning, and that can be a video by itself, but setting boundaries is not about being selfish. It's really about you taking care of you to be able to be there for the people you love. So if you shift our mindset in saying that it's actually for your child, I mean for the well-being in your house, that you're taking care of you, maybe that's going to help in setting those boundaries of what are the things that you don't feel like doing, and just simply saying no, not today, and learning how to do that, but practicing to do this. So setting boundaries is also a way to avoid burnout. Number 3 is ask for help. Don't hesitate to ask for any assistance from your partner, your family member, friends, or even professional caregiver. Sharing responsibility can alleviate the pressure you feel, and becoming somebody that is very comfortable in asking for help. I don't think I ever really had any issue in doing that. When I feel like I have the second I feel like I need help, I take the phone and I have my people, I have my group of beautiful friends that I know I can count on them, and I don't overthink it. I don't even try to do it myself. If I can see any using the community, the friendship, the network, wherever, in a professional aspect or in a personal aspect, I'm asking for help, and taking that is for me a sign of leadership, that I'm showing to my kids that you're not here to do it alone. You're here to use your environment and use your community to be able to support you in the things you want to do and accomplish. So for me, it's a really important to show them that it's a beautiful thing to first asking for help, and to have somebody that you can actually ask for help, and even being in a position where someone needs your help. Just reminding our children that being in the position where you're the one can be that can help. Just imagine you being in the position where you ask for the person to help, and that feeling is mutual. We both are happy to help each other. And that's the mindset that I'm doing when I'm very comfortable calling the second I need something in particular. And we all have different friends for different situations that are helping us and being present for us. The next one is time management. And I know time management is something that organizing your daily tasks, creating a schedule, try to see what is good for you to organize your day. And it can be something that I'm learning with time management is really energy management, and learning to know when is a good time for you to do the things that you need to do. Getting to understand better your energy, your dynamic of when you're actually at your prime time and when you're a little bit more tired. Are you a morning person? Are you more owl type? Which type are you, to be able to get your stuff done, and then block the time of things that you want to do. It's not easy to do it, but it helps to avoid burnout in the long run. And it's something that I also need reminder to do the things that to get to know my energy and know when to do the things I need to do. So it's about the time management, the energy management. Try to work around that and get to know yourself a little bit more, so you can know when to do the things and then avoid burnout. And the next one is learning to delegate responsibilities. And as a parent, sometimes it's easy for us to just get things done because we just wanted to get it done and move on to the next activity. But to learn, and I think for me, this is something that I need a reminder of, to remind myself that it's a teamwork. The whole family have their own responsibility, and sometimes even your own responsibility, if you feel like it's too much, And you can ask for extra help at home, and depending on the age of your children, they will be happy to help. And if they are a certain age, they may give us a little bit of a challenge in the moment, maybe, but don't hesitate to delegate responsibilities to alleviate the work if you feel like it's becoming too much. And initially, of course, you want to straight all the different chores that who needs to do what, but I'm talking about the one that you feel like you're completely responsible, and you still feel like it's a lot in those moments. Because sometimes the dynamic is really about season. Sometimes we feel a little bit more, there's too much in before school start, for instance, after summer, and maybe sometimes it's too much right after Christmas time, for instance. Like, you have moment where it's becoming too much, and you need to learn of knowing and understanding what is it that I need help with, and what is it that I'm able to delegate and have someone else do it. And learning to do that is also a skill that we need to practice and able to develop to be able to do that. And the next one is practice mindfulness. Again, like I say, it's not about do we know about it, it's about are we doing it? Are we incorporating mindfulness techniques such as meditation, breathing, anything that you think it's bring you to the present moment? And it doesn't need to be meditation or breathing. It can be even just being here with you, with yourself, and doing and being fixated in that one activity, and just practicing doing that one thing will help us to practice the moment we need to be more focused. And it's just learning to be there with ourselves and practice being present. And this being in the moment, because sometimes the burnout comes from the things we need to do or the things we didn't do, and not being in the present moment. And when we are in the present moment, we often just relax on the spot. If we were in a situation where we don't need to think of what's next or what was before, but just in the moment, and it alleviate and give us a little bit more peace, so that also avoid burnout. The next one is social support. And social support is the same, like I say, connecting with others, other parents or others who understand your challenges. Join a group of people that you want to do things with them, and just sharing different experience, even doing something that has nothing to do with being a parent or join a parent group, not necessarily, but just having this social group of just sharing and hanging out with other people. This definitely give you a little bit more peace and avoid burnout if you get to practice that on a regular basis. It's not about a one-time thing. It's about having the habit of looking forward to do something with somebody and having those different activities that's coming up, and that's kind of giving the excitement of something is coming up, and that brings joy. And the joy is, it doesn't go along with burnout, so just bring that in. So that's pretty much it. So remember, preventing burnout require consistency, consistent effort, and self-awareness. So you regularly evaluate your well-being and make adjustments to your routine as needed. By taking care of yourself, you'll be better equipped to provide the care and support your family needs. So that's really what it is about. Just try to practice those things that you just learned today. Don't just listen to it and move on saying, yeah, I know that. Yeah, no. Do you know it? But do you actually do it? Do you practice it? Are you intentional on a daily basis to make those change in your daily life and bring joy to your parenting, bring happiness and fulfillment? Are you actually doing it? And the shred connection tool of this week is really this. Pick something. If you're doing already all of them, hey, wow, please share how you keep it up every day, right? Share with us what is your favorite one that you do to avoid burnout, and share with us what are the things that you what are the other things that you're doing to avoid burnout. And I'll be happy to, you know, to have all of that, and having like sharing all the different aspects of us going through the different challenges we're going through. So focus on practicing one of them. Share with us your journey about practicing those, and share that with the below in the comments here. And thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you being here every Sunday. I'm uploading this video and I'm giving you all the insight, all the things that brings joy to my parenting, and sharing all the goodness that I'm learning, and my growth in this journey, because it's not something that you already have it all together. You are still figuring it out. We are still learning and growing, and every phase is different. Every phase of our children is requiring another kind of us, another phase of our growth from us. So thank you again, and I will see you next time. Au revoir.